All right, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. Welcome to the fourth rendition of Flutter Fridays. I am Tyler Trott. I am accompanied by.
Xavier.
Let's go, Xavier. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm excited, man. I always love these. These have been so much fun. Are you
I've got a bit of a lag. I don't know if it's on my end or on yours.
on the YouTube channel itself?
No. I'm just hearing it slightly delayed. I think
Really?
it's good now. It might have been a little blip.
I don't know. It's just too much awesomeness for a Friday. All right, so of course, for every Flutter Friday, we have had a very special guest, and today is no different. We are accompanied by the one and only Pooja. Welcome.
Hi everyone from all around the world. Okay, so should I introduce myself?
Of course, for anyone who may
All
not
right.
know you.
Yes, so I am Pooja Bhaumik. I'm from India. I am a Google developer expert since 2019, and I currently work in Unicards in Bangalore, India. It's a fintech company that also works with Flutter, and I write. I make YouTube videos, kind of on a pause right now, but yeah, basically speak at conferences and do all these amazing stuff with the community. So that's about me, and yeah.
All right, and Xavier, I think we have some questions lined up for Pooja, right?
We do indeed. So just starting with the very basic, what got you into the Flutter ecosystem?
The Flutter ecosystem, I basically started from native Android with Java at a time, and I was doing it for like 4 or 5 years at that point of time. How I got into Flutter was because of an internship I was doing where they wanted to experiment with Flutter, but they hired me for Android actually. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of like at this point bored with a native Android, so why not? And then kind of fell in love with the entire the declarative framework and like how things were so easy to build there, and because I really liked UI and animations at that point of time, but Android native was a little like complicated APIs in a way. So I love the ease, and I got into the community very very early on, and I think that's when I kind of fell in love with the community plus framework, because it was a package. Like, I think if the community was not that friendly, I probably would have maybe not stuck around for so long.
Awesome.
And so you've pretty much been working with Flutter from the very beginning, or close to it.
Yeah, beta. Yeah, I think 2018
Wow.
is when I started.
That's awesome. And so is there anything you'd like to share about like what's going on in sort of your circle of the Flutter community, or anything special going on?
I mean, there is like something that we were working on, me and a few of our friends, that called Flutter Hiring Network, which is basically like kind of like matching companies with candidates kind of a thing, where if a company needs XYZ skills, we will only refer candidates with that skills and not something else, because we know that the other candidates are going to fail in that interviews. So, and that the way we know is that because we do mock interviews of these candidates and make sure that they are like perfect for these companies when we refer it to them. So it's kind of like match both of them together. And since I'm being very deep into the community, it's like both of them, like both the parties can trust our work as well. So we got like few candidates referred as well. At this point, we are trying to like automate the process and like bring some big changes to it as well. So it's kind of on a pause, so it's not like a huge announcement, but it's some experiment that we are running. Especially it was happening in India, but now we want to go global as well. So yeah, that's kind of
Exciting.
what's happening.
And I guess one last question, what would be your number one tip or your number one piece of advice to give someone new to learning Flutter?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think I always like tell this to like newbies in a way, is that don't focus or like make your world around just Flutter. It's a mobile development framework, which means that you need to, or not just mobile development. However, originally it was just for mobiles, right? So if you want to be a mobile developer, then basically focus on like going beyond Flutter and understanding where it runs on, which is Android and iOS, and try to understand the native concepts as well. So Flutter, you just don't like stick around with just that framework, because then you will not be able to grow in your mobile engineering career. So I think that's where, like, think on those lines and not just Flutter. Like, Flutter is great, but there are more things around Flutter as well.
Wow, that's some good advice. Do we have another question?
I think that's everything we wanted to ask. Are there any questions in chat? Maybe we can, if you guys have questions, you can throw them in chat and we'll get them answered towards the end.
Yeah, we also have a Q&A section at the end where you can submit them on Mentimeter. So if you don't get
asked, I think, spot all the dashes.
Yeah, there are dashes hiding in all of our rooms here.
Yeah. In total, I guess there are 4.
I guess that's been a mini game every Flutter Friday so far.
I try to move mine before each one, so it's like a little game for them to go find it.
All right, are we ready to get to the presentation then? Let's
get to it.
All right, let me know when we are good to go, Xavier.
Here we go.
Are we up? We're good?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to it. Here we go. So, of course, before we get into the fun of our quiz today, we have to go over the rules. So rule number 1, this is super important. You have to have fun. Cool. We don't want to force you to have fun, but the point is to have fun. Please be kind and respectful to everyone in the chat. We're all here to have fun and learn. We don't want any bullying or any bad naming or bad mouthing. If you have any questions, please ask them in the chat. Like I said earlier, we have a Q&A section at the end if you'd like to submit any questions for any of us here. So if you want to participate in the quiz, you can go to menti.com and use that code up top. And of course, if you are not having the best behavior or day, this could result in ineligibility of winning a prize. We do have terms and conditions here listed below in that link or in the QR code. We do have a section that will give you a couple minutes to log into the code and whatnot, so don't worry. Let's see. And prizes. First place is a $25 gift card. Second is $15, and third is $10. Very exciting stuff. I'm ready to see who's going to win it today. This is going to be good. Here you go. For anyone who is not in yet, go to menti.com.
I see about 35 people in the live stream right now, so
Woo!
Make sure to just give a quick heart. That way we know you're ready to go. So You'll see in the bottom we're at 8 there.
I'll give everyone a minute or two. It's exciting. Oh, it's a lot of people today, huh? Let's go. Now, did we reveal what our quiz topic or theme was going to be on today?
I'm not sure actually if that one was sent out there into the world. It might have made its way onto one of our channels.
Do you want to spoil it?
Maybe we can ask them to guess.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I guess. Throw your little guess in chat. No points for this one though, because it might already be spoiled. All right.
We're ready to go. I'll wait one more second here. I see 22. We got
22 out of 33.
We got quite the playing field today, huh? I'll wait 10 more seconds. Going once, going twice. All right, let us move on. So, Xavier, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, so this is a for fun question. This one's not for any points, but at Flutter Vikings this past year, the speakers went out for dinner the night before, and there was one person on this list who wasn't in Pooja's cab. So you got to guess who that was.
Pooja, do you remember?
Yeah, now that you give me options, I guess. Oh, maybe I got it wrong. I mean, this is very interesting because nobody knows.
No one actually knows this except for the people that were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I will reveal the answer. It was Simon. Simon did
Yeah,
not
it
get
was.
Pooja's cab.
I mean, I missed the bus.
All right, let us. So, today's theme, who knows about it? Did you practice? The theme is widgets, the very general consensus of widgets itself. Ooh, it's kind of like a tie. Some people practice, some people didn't.
I mean, if you were writing Flutter code this week, does that count? Because like you were using widgets, right?
Technically, it would. It would. It would indeed. All right. So this should be a pretty interesting quiz today. Then, looking at these numbers, here we go. So to start out, what is your favorite widget? Let us know. What widget do you use the most? What's the one that you love to use the most? Oh, Stateful, of course. Scaffold container. Containers, yep. Containers looks like it's going to be Inkwell, really? Have you guys used Inkwell before?
Once or twice.
I don't know if I have.
Briefly, yeah.
Wow.
If you asked me how to, I wouldn't be able to answer, but
Mostly, I think it's like gesture detector, but yeah.
Oh wow, render box. Whew. Motion tab bar. Okay, we got some pretty advanced ones in here.
Text.
Like text, yeah.
So important.
That's my favorite one.
Oh,
Gesture
Hero.
detector.
I really liked Hero when I started with Flutter because it was like, what? Like, this is just like 2 lines of change, like 2 files, and that's it. It just created this amazing effect. So that was a big shock that I could do that with just like few lines of code.
Nice. I see at onboarding. Who's got that? Let's go.
Which one?
At
Okay.
onboarding Flutter.
at onboarding.
Using
That's a
the
new
app
one, I think.
platform. Let's go. Look how many there
Oh my
are. I
gosh.
love this.
I can't keep up. I'm
I know.
trying to.
It's like all over the
All right.
place. Are you ready to move on? Now,
Think
what
so.
is your least favorite, and what would you change about it in the chat?
Yeah. So here, don't type what you want to change about it because it'll be chaos. Just
Yeah.
put the widget.
Oh, expanded. Ooh.
Oh.
Let us know in the YouTube chat why. Stack, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Mm.
Stateless. Got a few understandable ones here.
You don't like stateless widgets, but sometimes they're just so easy and nice to use.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on. We always want something happening though, Xavier. Come on.
They're boring, I guess. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, row. Okay.
Divider elevated button. Ooh. Interesting.
Single child scroll view, yeah, that one can be a pain sometimes.
Center.
The
What?
first time
Really?
I tried using it.
Center. Okay. Yeah, I can understand why people might not like center. Sometimes it's an abstraction that people don't understand what okay, it's sometimes centering it, sometimes it's not centering it, what exactly is doing it. I think I can get why they might not like it.
Do we have any reasonings in chat?
Future Builder and Stream Builder because the interface is misleading. Okay.
Can't argue against that. I'll wait for a couple more. I think this quiz is going to be interesting. It looks like a lot of people know what they're talking about today. Button? No way. Put button in there.
I remember when they changed the buttons, right? And I was so confused for a while because I kept using the wrong ones.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was a learning curve.
They're all deprecated now. Yeah. All right, let us move on. So, ready, set, flutter. This is now the actual quiz. This is where all of the points matter. So the faster that you select an answer, the more points you'll get. But if you select fast and get it wrong, you don't get any points. So you want to make sure that you read the questions very carefully, read the answers, and use your best knowledge. Let's go. So we're going to wait for everyone to join. Look how many icons there are.
Oh my.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
They keep piling in.
I'll wait one more second. If you're not in, go to menti.com and use that code up there, 34529721. Oh, this is
Wait,
exciting.
how is it possible? We have more people in Menti than we have viewers on the stream.
Oh, they might be from Twitter. Because I think we're
maybe
streaming on Twitter.
Are we?
I
Oh, we
think so.
are. That's right. Okay. Do they not show up as viewers though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, well, let's. Oh, we got a couple more. I'll wait 5 more seconds.
Oh, this is live on Twitter as well. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Though they can't see the stream on Twitter, they can only hear us, I think. It's like a podcast. All right, here we go. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. First question. Container is a widget that blank. Holds another widget, adds padding, margin, and constraints, can manage size and alignment, or all of the above. Ooh. Xavier, may you turn up the quiz music, please? It's time to jam out.
Yes.
Here we go, 5 seconds.
Oh, that might be too loud.
What's the question? It is all of the above. And most of the crowd got that. Nice job, everyone. Nice job. Let's see the leaderboard. Who answered the fastest here? Whew. See a 958. Oh my goodness. Did you even read the question? Nice job. Here we go. Next question.
I mean, if you answer instantly, technically you can get the full 1,000, but
yeah.
I don't know how it's humanly possible.
So the list view widget can list a blank number of widgets, a defined or known number of widgets, a variable unknown number of widgets, or both known and unknown number of widgets. This one's a tough one. I didn't know this before, I think. Let's see who got it. It is both. You can have a defined and variable number of widgets.
I think we can get the pattern of the answers now.
Uh-oh. She's on to us. So if you haven't used the list view widget, you can check it out here. And just like all of the previous Flutter Fridays, at the end, we've compiled all of these resources together in one Google Doc. So you can check out all of the resources, even from previous Flutter Fridays, in case you missed them. All right. Pooja or Xavier, have you guys used list view before? Did you know that?
All the time.
Yeah, like it's so common.
I think a lot of people got confused as well that, okay, listview.builder does like unknown variable number of children. However, it's still the list view widget and builder is just the constructor.
Exactly.
So that's where people, I think, get confused in a way that it's the same class. So yeah, I guess that's why those people did not get that one answer.
Yeah, we got some trick answers in here. You got to think about it a little bit. All right, let's see the leaderboard now.
Ooh, it's looking like we're gonna have a close one today.
It is, yeah.
Ooh.
Hopefully our questions later on can trip up some people.
Oh my gosh, second and third are a point apart.
A rivalry. Here we go. Question number 3. What was the most recent widget of the week? Ooh, who follows along widget of the week? Textile, future builder, shortcuts, or linear gradients? Ooh.
Wait, did we check if there wasn't one published like 5 minutes ago?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That would be funny.
Everyone's scrambling to the Flutter YouTube right now. It was Future Builder.
Yeah.
Got him.
And even in the interesting fact is that it was a kind of like repeated video fixing some of the older explanations kind of a thing. So yeah, I just happened to see it. I usually like don't get to like see it on the week itself. Like sometimes I just see it whenever I get the time, but I just happened to see there was a version 2 of the Future Builder video.
Woo, let's go. Keep up to date with widget of the week. There's a lot to learn with those videos as they take a widget and they go into depth on how to use it and what it's for.
Amazing.
Highly recommend.
Yep.
And I think I've linked it there.
And as is evident, they keep them up to date, which is important as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I recommend subscribing to their channel, and I also recommend subscribing to this channel. So you can stay up to date with us too. And like I said earlier, we have all of these resources later down the road, so don't worry about scanning these QR codes now. So let's see who got that right.
Ooh.
Woo! There's a shift. There's a shift. Nice.
Wow, Krish is fast.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here we go. Question 4. Which of these is not a widget? Now, these are always like the harder ones, I think. Align transition, back button listener, circle banner, or directionality. Which of these is not a widget?
I think this is one, like we had a question like this on our very first episode, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. These are so hard because there are so many widgets.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. I think any of these could be. I'm not very sure. I know some of these are widgets, but I'm actually confused between 2.
Let's see if the rest of the crowd is. Ooh! Back button listener is a widget. Got him. Circle banner is not one. But again, because Flutter is open source, you can make whatever you want. I'm just saying. You can prove us wrong. Let's see who got that. Oh no! I think we tripped up Chris there. Nice. Nice work, everyone.
That one gave a bunch of people a chance to catch up.
Yeah, it did.
Here we go. It's anyone's game now.
Ooh. Here we go. Question number 5. Scaffold is a blank widget. Scaffold is a stateless widget, or scaffold is a stateful widget. Oof. I had never thought about this before today's quiz, honestly. This is not something I had thought of. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's stateful. Oh my goodness. You guys want to talk about that?
I mean, I just knew the answer because I looked into the documentation of it. So, I mean, not now, obviously, but like before when I was like trying to understand what exactly happens inside scaffold. So that's why I know the answer and I got it right.
There we go.
Actually, what in a scaffold gets, like, what state does the scaffold hold? Probably a few things, right? I don't actually know this.
Neither do I, honestly. That's why we linked the
Randall
resource.
says navigator and theme. That makes
Navigator and
sense.
theme.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Read the documentation, folks. That's
And remember
all-
them.
Wow, Krish still holding the lead.
Yeah.
Strong lead today. Don't worry though, you can still beat them. You can still get ahead. Here we go. Question 6. I'll give everyone a 10-second breather. Do we have any questions or anything in chat? Is everyone having fun? On this very
Off
fun
by
Flutter
one.
Friday.
Now's your chance to stretch your thumbs.
Yeah. Some jumping jacks, get the blood flowing. All right, here we go. Question 6. There are blank asynchronous builder widgets. Oh my goodness. Are there 2, 3, 4, or 5?
If you were
That's a
paying
good one.
attention, this was actually mentioned in chat earlier. So
Uh-oh.
Was it?
Uh-oh. It
it
was.
was.
I remember
It was.
Xavier saying it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that means there's at least one person who will get this right.
Yeah.
Everyone's scrolling up in chat. All right. There are 2. Which one are they, Xavier?
Future builder and stream builder.
Yes, that is right.
Yeah.
A good. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just going
I
to say a
was
good
looking
number
for
of
it in
people do
chat.
that. All right, let's see the leaderboard here. Randall getting a 977. Oh, a 984. Woo!
Oh.
Yeah, I think
1,000. That's going to be awesome.
Randall mentioned these as the ones he hated, I believe. So
Here we go. Question 7. With Sliver List, you have to use a blank to build items as they're blank on screen. Delegate and scrolled, constructor and generated, generator and scrolled, or manager and generated. This is a tough one. Does anyone even know what Sliver List is? Pooja, have you used Sliver List?
Yes, sometimes in a way, like if we want to like build some custom list or some custom scrolling behavior or something like that. So yeah, but yeah, I also see a lot of confusion with the community.
Nice.
Nice.
How did everyone know that? It is delegate to build the items as they are scrolled onto screen. If you are not sure what Sliver List is, it's pretty much a really cool way on how to have a list of just any object scrolled onto screen, just either like clumped together or maybe one by one, kind of like posts and stuff. It's really cool. You should check it out. I think I have a resource here. Yep. And again, these are all compiled at the end. I'm surprised a lot of people knew that, actually. I hadn't heard about Sliver List.
oh, I'm sorry. A couple people.
Oh,
Randall didn't get the chance, and Samuel didn't get the chance to vote. Their internet dropped.
Oh no!
If you guys can try to get back in, just let us know in YouTube comments.
I'll give everyone a couple seconds before the next question starts. No. How's everyone's Friday going so far? Honestly,
Mine's been okay.
I'm in such a great mood today. I'm very happy I got out of bed.
Why is that?
Honestly, I just like, some days you just like the warmth of your blanket and it's just nice and dark and cozy in your room. It's so hard to get out of bed.
Yeah, it is, especially in winters.
Yep. And it's final season coming up. It's But I'm happy I got out of bed for Flutter Friday, that's for sure.
I'll get to bed after this.
Oh, don't tell everyone that. All right, here we go. Question 8. Flutter stable version blank was released recently on November 23rd. Who's keeping up on the version numbers? Oh my goodness, look at this. 3.3.9, 3.3.2, 3.1.19, or 3.2.4. Man, is this even a fair question to ask?
If we asked like, November 23rd of last year, it probably wouldn't be that fair.
Oh.
That'd be ridiculous. Who's keeping up to date on the version numbers? Let's see. Wow. My goodness, everyone. It is 3.3.9. I'm shocked. Good job, everyone. All right, let's check the leaderboard. Ooh, a 989. We're getting so close to 1,000. Here we go. We got a new top 3 here.
Ooh, I'm there as well. I finally added my name, actually. That's why.
Here we go. So we have the final question incoming. How ready are you for a coding question? So this is like 100 points type of thing. So you can kind of spread out your points. Oh, it looks like everyone's ready for a coding question.
It's really weird because it doesn't add up to 100%. That's interesting.
That is very strange.
Okay, that's a good observation as well.
I think this is like one of those beta version questions. I thought it'd be cool to add though. Well, 50% of you are pretty confident. Let's see if you are ready. So I'll give you a couple seconds to look at this code. A nice main.dart file here. We're just looking at it. We're seeing what it's doing, understanding what's going on. I see. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. So, the question. Here we go. What will line number 19 output? Will it print hello world? Will it print text hello world? Will it print the name of the button text? Or will it print the address of the button itself? Oof.
Interesting question.
Thank you. Everyone's coding this really quickly. Whoa, print it. What is it print? What is it print?
How fast can you code and run your app?
Here we go. Oh, it is text hello world because it is printing everything that exists within the button itself. Congratulations to the 9 people who got that right. Here we go. Are we ready to see who's won this? Let's see. Here we go.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Is that going to be enough to win? Woo!
Oh,
Damien.
Woo!
Congratulations on that snipe there. Nice work. giving our people a couple seconds to take a screenshot of this, and I think we have the submission form for those who won.
We do.
So that submission form, we're just asking for your name, and your Twitter handle and your email address.
From the last to the first, yeah. That's life, buddy.
What a comeback. Great job, everyone. That was such a close quiz. I knew it was going to be really close.
And it was so fun as well.
Exactly. That was rule number 1. So I see 3 submissions there. I'm just going to wait one more second just in case. Okay, and I think we have our winners. Okay. So here's the time. If you have any questions for Xavier, myself, or Pooja, now is the perfect time.
Yeah, so for your screenshot, Damien, just hang on to it, just so you have it in case something goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, if everything goes well, you won't need it. But just in case, just so you have proof that you are the winner.
Yep.
No one has that screenshot but you, so.
We got to start implementing more of those coding questions. They're fun.
They are fun. That's the second one I think we've done.
Yep, that's right. We did one on the first one. We got to start like having questions of what questions were asked in previous ones. Do we have any questions?
We're gonna have so many tabs open now for this. Hub.dev, Flutter.dev, Dart.dev, YouTube.
Pooja, what is your second favorite programming language?
I guess I actually started working with Golang and actually really liked it, which was surprising that I liked it. But I really like that. But mostly I had worked with like Java, Kotlin, and Dart. So earlier I used to like Java, but after Dart I could not like Java as much. But then I worked with Golang, which was like pretty fun in a way. Like Dart still felt a little better, but Golang was also fun.
Nice. Xavier, what is your second favorite? Well, Xavier, what are your top 2 favorite programming languages?
Dart is an easy first. I love Dart.
Yeah.
From the minute I started using the language, it was like a clear this is it. Good job, Google. And then, I don't know if I have a second favorite. Right now, I've been using a lot of Python for school and stuff, so I'd have to give. Yeah, there's a lot of cool tricks that you can pick up over time, which are quite nice and fun to use, but also really confusing. So,
I think my answer would be the same as yours. All right, I think we're getting some more questions here. How does this quiz work? Hopefully, we answered this throughout the past 30 minutes. Ooh, this is a really good question.
I don't think I've had a single event in my entire life where this question has not come. What does it take to be a GD? I mean, I have a video on it. I have an article on it.
Ooh.
I might
Do you
have
want to
like
link those?
this.
Yeah, we can add those to our resource paper. And you can put
I'll write a research paper as well. But if you really want me to answer that in like few sentences, I think it's probably just a recognition for already, if you're already like a community person who actually likes giving back to the community, likes teaching, educating in some way or the other, and there is no pathway to become a GD as such, because it's not like, oh, it's a exam paper or it's like something that you have to prepare for. It is something that has to come from within, where you actually really like giving back to the community, and GD recognition will happen by itself, because you're already doing so much, and the Google people will be like, why not give you that recognition anyway, kind of thing. So don't treat it like a exam paper that you have to prepare for. It is a mentality, I would say. and which comes with the certification or whatever you can call it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is probably the best answer I've heard about this question.
So, would you say that it's like you don't become a GDE to become a GDE? You become a GDE because you care.
Ooh. Yeah.
Is that a good
You
way to put it?
eventually become a GD because you did things for the community. Yeah, kind of like that. So it kind of falls on your lap, I would say, or it should fall on your lap. You should not be chasing it. That's what I feel.
All right. Let's see. Would you learn a new skill in one, a book, online courses, and or YouTube?
This is a very interesting question. I do not like reading books a lot. So I might like start one and I'll just read the first 2 chapters. So I don't think I'll actually finish much. Online courses, even though I do have a course myself, like that I've created. However, I'm not like a huge fan of courses myself because I feel like I would rather learn things on demand. Like, okay, this is my gap in knowledge. This is what I will figure out some resources to fill that gap, rather than like going from A to Z from a book or online course. So I would just find resources on demand. So that's what I feel.
Nice.
It depends on your learning style, right?
Exactly.
So if you want to be handed the things in order and that's how you learn best, then courses are probably your way to go.
Mm-hmm.
There are other options as well, yeah.
Nice. Oh, got some fans. There we go.
Hi. Like, go to sleep after this.
Yeah, what time is it there? Whoa.
It's 11 p.m.
My goodness. Thank you so much for joining.
No problem. This is usually my work time. How many apps did you build as of now? The one that goes in has been to a Play Store, or the one that has been shut off as well? Does it count? I mean,
Sure. Yeah, let's just do total number.
total. I mean, I'm sure if it's like an entire like full project or something, like a full app or something, then it has been some 6-7, but only
Wow.
like 3 or 4 of them have been been to the public eye. So yeah,
That's awesome. That's 3 or 4 more than a lot of people, though. I can tell you that.
actually more than 6-7 probably. I'm forgetting a lot of. This is a question that I have to like think about what I've done in life.
Yeah, it has been a while. You've been using Flutter for a while.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not just Flutter. Because if this person is just talking about apps, I'm also
true.
talking about native apps as well.
Yeah.
So if I think about like, that's like total 7-8 years now. So I have lost my count in a way because I've worked for a lot of companies and clients as well. So I've lost count as well.
Wow. Here we go. Got a lot of questions here. What's the simplest way to get rid of overflow content? Woo!
Simplest way. I do a trial and error. I guess a lot of people use that DevTools as well, like which to basically figure out where the overflow is happening and kind of experiment with it kind of thing. But I haven't like full-fledged used it as much to like fix the overflow thing. I kind of figure out, oh, this must be the problem. Let me just like do some trial and error. So yeah.
Nice. What will be the future relation between Web3 and @sign platform? Whoa, that's a good question.
Ooh.
Xavier, you want to tackle that?
That's a little unclear, and I don't think I really have a clear answer to that. It really depends on how things shape up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not anything one of us can answer.
That is a tough question for sure.
Yeah. I'm not prepared for that.
We'll have to make a video on that later.
Yeah.
Nice question, though. Is there an easy way to handle forms in Flutter? I currently use forms with a Z, but it's so repetitive, and the initial setup for the custom form widget has so much boilerplate.
A lot of people want a lot of easy ways of doing a lot of things. I have not used forms ever, actually. So yeah, I do not know how easy it is in that one. So I use the vanilla form.
And you can take Pooja's advice from earlier. If you have a gap in your knowledge, you can just look up exactly what you need. There's tons of documentation out there on pretty much anything that you would want to find. So
yeah, but one thing I really also feel like sometimes what I do to actually figure out better ways is that I actually read other projects as well, like how other people or some more popular projects, how do they implement XYZ, and I take that as an inspiration, because usually in Stack Overflow and all that, it's very like a very small snippet. You do not have the entire context of how that code came to be, but like when you read another project, you learn so much from it. So that's whenever I feel like I need a better way of doing things, I actually research. So
and this is why we have open source code. What is your coolest app?
Oh, I think the first app that I built, I feel like that would be my coolest app, because at that point in time, I did not even know Java at all. So it was actually an app that I built in the 11th grade. And,
oh my goodness.
And it was for our basically high school exams that we have in India, like a board exams kind of a thing. And it kind of had everything that you will need for that particular exam in terms of science, formulae, calculator, like notes for like physics, chemistry, maths, and all that. Everything that you ever need to like sit on the table for like studying, it will have all that in that app, which I built with a friend. And I learned Java through it. I learned XML. I started loving Android development through it. So I think that was like my door to Android development, and that's why I feel that was a very cool app. So yeah, that I think they are.
I'm loving all these questions, everyone. Thank you so much. I think we have gone through all of them though. So as I promised, this is the link to the resources. This document is probably currently restricted access-wise, because we didn't want anyone to sneak their way into it. Xavier, do you have access to changing that?
I think.
Is it just me?
We'll get it done in a minute here. But if people have the link, they can refresh in like
exactly
20 minutes or so, and it'll be good to go.
All right. Do we have any more questions in chat before we say happy Friday? All right, and Xavier, I guess you can pull down my stream for me, please.
Sure.
And, let me know when that's all done.
Good to go.
All right. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Pooja. That was so much fun.
Yeah. Thank you so much for inviting. I had a lot of fun, like doing widgets and remembering a lot of facts that I forgot.
We do have a question. It says, do you do this every Friday? We have been doing this every other Friday. So Xavier, when is our next Flutter Friday?
So it will be on the 16th of December, and so I think we're planning something special for this one for the holidays, so stay tuned for that. We're still working that one out a little bit, so
Randall, we would love to have you join. That would be awesome. All right, well, everyone, have a very, very happy Flutter Friday and enjoy your weekend, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, have a great weekend and happy Saturday to all the Indians.
Oh yeah, and happy Saturday to the Indians. You're right.
Almost Saturday.
All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. All right. See you, everyone.
See ya.